everyone, welcome to my channel all about biology, and this is Jyoti Verma. Today we will discuss about very important question for your exams, that is origin of sporophylls according to telome theory. So we have discussed about the telome theory in our previous video. If you have not seen it yet, you can see it from the playlist section. So the origin of sporophylls in the case of pteridophytes was explained by Zimmermann. So Zimmermann attempted to explain the origin of sporophylls. And what are the sporophylls? The sporophylls are the leaves that bear sporangia in three main groups of vascular cryptogams. So he explained according to telome theory certain steps or processes that would be leading to the development of sporangia in certain groups of vascular cryptogams. So the first point here is that origin of sporophylls in Lycopsida. So Zimmermann is also of view that the sporophylls may be made up of sterile or fertile telome and mesome. So in the case of Lycopsida, there are mostly axillary sporangia. So Zimmermann gave certain steps that would lead to the origin of axillary sporangia in the case of Lycopsida. So he proposed that firstly there may be aggregation of the sterile and the fertile telome. So this is your fertile telome and this is your sterile telome. So there may be aggregation of these telomes. So these are aggregating. And after that there is reduction in the number of telomes and mesomes. So they are undergoing the process of reduction. And finally there is reduction in the number of sporangia. As you can see in this diagram, there is reduction in the number of sporangia, and now finally the sporangia is in axillary position. This is called as the axillary sporangia. So according to Zimmermann's telome theory, these may be the steps that would lead to the development of axillary sporangia in the case of Lycopsida. Now coming to second point. This point is of origin of the sporophylls in Sphenopsida. So in the case of Sphenopsida, the sporangia are underside of the stalked peltate disc, which is called as the sporangiophore. And Zimmermann, according to his telome theory, visualized following steps for origin of sporophylls in Sphenopsida. So he is of view that there may be downward bending or recurvation of the fertile telome. After that there may be webbing, due to which a peltate disc may be formed in the case of Sphenopsida. So these are the fertile telomes. They will undergo recurvation. Recurvation means downward bending of the sporangia. And after the process of recurvation there may be webbing. Webbing is the process in which there is formation of parenchymatous tissue by the fusion of telomes or mesomes. So this is a peltate disc which is formed here, and these are the sporangia present here. So these may be the steps of the origin of sporophylls in Sphenopsida according to Zimmermann's telome theory. Now coming to the third group, that is origin of sporophylls in Pteropsida. So in the case of Pteropsida, they have large pinnately divided sporophylls. The first step may be overtopping of the sterile and the fertile telome, leading to the development of pinnate sporophylls. After that there may be lateral fusion or webbing of the mesomes that led to the formation of pinnate sporophylls with marginal sporangia. So firstly there may be overtopping, after that there may be webbing, and after that the final step may be incurvation that leads to shifting of the sporangia from marginal to lower superficial position. So these may be the three steps according to Zimmermann that leads to the origin of the sporophylls in Pteropsida. So this is all about for today. If you like the video, just subscribe to my channel for further updates. Thank you so much.